Good morning. We need to get this stairway finished up so we can have it so it's done. I'm gonna work on the stairs, but first, before we can do anything with the stairs, I need to get the trim work up there. We've been having a lot of people asking us why we didn't finish the trim work. I have found in our climate, if you put the wood up right away and then you don't let it dry, because the wood at the lumber yard is not completely dry, it shrinks, it cracks, and if you did any caulking or any filling and painting, it dries after a couple of months, and then you can see it all where it's dried up. So I wanted to leave everything to let it dry before we did any touching up and painting. So we're gonna work on that today. Gonna set the ladder up and screw the feet into the stairs before we finish the stairway. I'm feeling a little bit more like a teenager this morning. I got a pimple. I haven't had one of those in since I was a teenager. So it makes me feel young again. I kind of like it. I'm gonna embrace it.
This is not the pimple popper show.
One of the main reasons to get our stairwell done is to get a handrail on there. We have to take different steps though, because in order to do the trim, we need to be able to get the ladder in there, and to the ladder, we need to be able to screw into the stairs, and you don't want to do that once we have the stairs done. So we're gonna get the trim done, then we're gonna start working on the handrail, and then we'll work on the stairs. And that's gonna make a huge difference because everything is pretty much, except for little things, are done, but the stairs are very much not complete. So we will get that taken care of, get a handrail on there. I'm trying not to watch out with this ladder.
I told you, I felt like a teenager again.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Did you have it like that last time?
Sure did.
Okay. Jax is wanting to climb up that.
Don't worry, Jax will help me.
Let me show you something I've been working on. Pretty excited. Hold on a second, get past all this stuff. You gonna show them to you, man? Okay.
Don't mind that. We try to keep the cats out of there, but it doesn't really work. But look at our craft room.
The whole thing is not gonna be a craft room, but I'm gonna have a craft area, so I have that set up. I want everything to be out and easy access, so when I want to do something or Libby wants to do a craft, it's out. So I have my sewing machine right there, my Cricut right there, all my stuff. So I'm really excited. And a couple more things I might do, but I'm really happy and I can't wait. Hopefully it'll give me some inspiration to start doing some crafting again. I used to do a lot of crafting, but I haven't so much lately, but I have to be, it's kind of like reading a good book or reading a, like, okay, I have to be in the mood. I have to do all those things to be able to do that.
No.
Surprised you weren't already up there, mister.
I can't stay up here when you're doing this. You're gonna make a sandy mess in my craft room.
Yep. What I do best.
Make a mess?
Make a mess.
That's not true. That's not what you do best. But you do it well.
I do.
I walk away for a second and that's what you're doing.
Yep.
Okay, I can't look anymore.
You want to turn?
Nope, I'm good.
Come on. All right, while we let this dry, let's figure out where we want our hand railing, this height of it, and then the spacing for the brackets. This is gonna take a few minutes. I got one more nail hole to fill. And then I can sand this lightly. Then we can get a coat of primer on it. Let that dry, and we'll keep working on the handrail in between everything. Just keep going back and forth, back and forth. All right, so they say the height of a handrail should be 34 to 38 inches. We're gonna go in the center with 36. Go there. I'll mark it one in the middle, and I'll mark it down at the bottom. I think that'll be a good height. I don't want to go too high, but I don't want to go too low.
are you thinking?
Thinking I should go grab a bracket. Because I should mark where the brackets are going to go.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be too high for the bottom of the bracket. Let me go grab one. Alright, this is the bracket we're using. The top of this to the center of the hole is 2 inches, and then our hand railing is 2.5 inches. So we want to be 5 inches below that. So if we went 31, that'll give us where our screw's going to go. So you're 31, but your rail will be here. But this is where the bracket's going. I think that'd be good.
This little spot right here, well, under there is the cat's favorite spots to be. And then when you come down the stairs, their little feet get your feet and give you a heart attack. So when these stairs are done, they won't be able to do that. So I think they'll still like that spot because they just kind of like to go to sleep where it's dark. But I don't know. They probably will miss getting to attack us.
Hold that, I'll go up above, and this is your mark.
How do you want me to hold it like this?
At an angle, yeah. Mark our studs.
We have to re-snap it?
Yeah, because right there we're 35 inches. Right here we're 31. But down on the steps down that way, we're still 35 inches. I don't like that. I don't know what happened to that angle, but right here we are 35. I don't like that.
Right, it should be all 31.
Right. All right, we gotta re-snap this line. I gotta come to down here to get it to work with our stair tread, so we'll have to wipe that down after, but re-snap it, and then we'll have to start all over again, marking out the layout for our handles, and hopefully at that point, that'll be dry.
So it doesn't make sense with the other one.
Well, it's because I marked the top landing, the top landing is not the same. All right, now that we got that figured out, everything has dried up here. We can touch this up, get some primer on it. We gotta run back out. I didn't get enough handrail to go to the flat, so we're gonna have it come here, and it'll be like a 45-degree angle, and then we'll have it come out like probably like 12 inches this way to a stud. So we'll go down and then at an angle. We gotta run out and get that, but we'll get this all touched up, stop priming it, and then while it's drying, we can pick up everything else we need. I'm glad we waited to fill this all and get it primed, because you could see if there were some areas that everything had shrunk up. So this will make it so it shouldn't happen again. All right, luckily we only have the spot prime.
I did not just hear that.
You did not hear that. I'm hearing that wind. Whew. It looks nice out, but it's not warm out, that's for sure.
How much snow do you think we ended up getting?
I'd say 8+ inches.
So less than they said, or around one of the times they said.
Correct.
Well, I think it looks good enough primer. I don't think you need to paint it.
No. We'll put a coat or two of paint on there. And then we'll be
A
done.
coat or two, one is good. Just do one thick coat.
We're almost done.
Whose idea was it for these windows anyway?
Your idea. You had to have these. You wanted the look of them.
I guess I didn't know they were gonna be like right by the stairs. Or in my mind, there was stairs. There's a floor under it.
There is. It's just low.
But I do this to myself.
I am looking forward to getting this all painted and getting the ladder out of here. I had to come out here to get my chop saw. The snow's pretty deep, but I wanted to show you what the deer are doing. I keep meaning to order some game cameras, and I want to get the cutty back ones that are the ones for cell phones, and you can get one main one, and then off of that you can feed. It's like up to 18 game cameras, but I can't find them right now, and I don't know if they're coming out with the new models or what. If you know, let me know. But look what the deer are doing. They're just coming over here, digging up the snow, looking for food. There, and then over there. It looks so nice out, but it's so windy and cold. The sun feels good. It's not sweatshirt weather, that's for sure. Alright, I think my first coat of paint should be dry. I'm gonna put my second coat on. I'll be right back. And then I'm gonna start working on customizing this handrail. That's what I had to get. I had to get the chop saw. So I'll see you guys in a minute. I need to figure out the angle of our handrail. We're gonna come up and we're gonna shoot it over like so. So I want to figure out what this transition angle is. Right here, like this. Oops. Like that. So this way, we have a nice straight line. I do not believe, yeah, it is not a 45-degree angle. No matter which way you slice it. 45-degree angle would be something like that. And that's not a 45. I don't have my little protractor thing. Can't find it, so I gotta do it this way. Alright, so that is the angle we need. Alright, I think I got this figured out now. We go like that, and then like this. That matches up with our lines. Make sure we are level. Oops. And we are. So this is a 50-degree angle right here. So that cuts a 50. So I was thinking that half of that would be 25, and that would give me the angle I needed for my cuts here. Well, it's not. What I figured out was if you subtract 50 from 90, it gives you 40, and then you take the half of 40, and then you cut your angle there. Took me a little while, but I got it figured out now. And I'm glad I figured it out on scrap wood and not the handrail. So yeah, it makes me feel better. Good frosty morning this morning. It's another chilly morning on the homestead. It sure was windy yesterday. Just going to feed the chickens, and I noticed we were missing their cover. Luckily, it didn't blow that far away. The snow drifts are crazy this morning. Old man winter does not want to let up. Spring's right around the corner, and here it is. Low 20s this morning and flurrying. I have to admit it, I was up here pretty late last night finishing up all of these windows. I took them all apart, cleaned them, got all of the permanent latches in and handles, and it is looking good now. I was just surprised how long it took me. Now we gotta make sure we get the cuts right for our handrail and get that installed. These little technical things take forever, for me at least, trying to make sure they look good. I wanna make sure everything is done right so we're not spending the rest of our life staring at something that just isn't right. Because when you do something yourself, you know your imperfections and you always are looking at it, or at least I do. That's what I find. I'm trying to make sure it's done right. I think it's because it's the stairs and you want to make sure you have all of your stair angles and everything right so you're not tripping, or maybe not even us tripping, but if somebody else is over and they're not used to our stairs that they're tripping up, I just want to make sure it's nice, smooth, everything is perfect. So I've never dealt with handrails, making nice ones and stuff, so yeah. I can't cut this one on its side because it's tapered, so it won't be laying straight. So let's go 0 here and go 20 degrees this way. That would be 20 right there. So now we just want to try it and see how it all works. Let's try this. Alright, so it would go like this, and then that would come down to that angle, like that and like that. So I do believe that is what we need. So you get our measurement, we want to go from this point down to the toe part down below. So 3 3/4. Let's go 19 to the point. We need to do a 45 degree. That'll go like this, and this side will go back to the wall, like that. And we'll just start going down the railing, or down the steps, I should say. So let's go fit this, see if we like it. So that would go like that.
Oh, nice.
Pull it to you. You, to you, to me some, to me a little bit more, back to you a smidge, right there. Let's see if we can get this up here. Oh yeah, here you go. Oops, marked up the wall. Spoke too soon.
Arlo, it's not for you. your buddy. He's gonna come and tell you how to do it.
Think I'm doing it right, Arlo?
Whoa, watch your face.
Oh, you know what? No way.
What?
I can't do that one. I hit your nailer plates.
I guess good thing I had it.
But this one should be fine because we're higher up now.
You need not to do that.
So the problem we're running into here is we must have some hex here, and I stuck a nailer plate, which are a pain. They're a pain, and Al gets frustrated with me every time, but it's a good thing because that way we won't have water leaking.
Right.
Mine fits nice. How does yours fit?
Alright, so we made another little cut. Let's see how that does. That right there is right on the money. So it's not a 20, it's not a 19, it's a 19 and a half.
It goes down now?
Yep. Alright, so we need to do some glue ups. We want to get our return glued on this end. We'll let that dry. We went up on this end, and then once all that's glued up, we can... Thinking we're going to want to wait to glue this up to that end until it's upstairs. Because if we're trying to get this through the house, I'm afraid we're going to whack something having this sticking off at an angle. So we'll glue up the two little 45s. Get it all glued up, and then we'll sand it. We can get this stuff stained. And then we'll just have to piece these two pieces together once we're upstairs. They get you when they say 5 minutes. That's how long it takes for it to set. It's still not ready to be worked with after that. So basically, we got to hold it in place somehow for 5 minutes. And then after that, it should be fine to hold itself. We're going to try it on the short one, so if we mess anything up, at least we have enough left over to redo this piece. Ew. Don't move for 5 minutes. All right, that one's set up. So now we wait and see how it goes. We have to lock the cats out of this room because we don't want the cats coming in here and knocking anything over. It's gonna take a little while for these to really cure.
So I'm going to make some macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna melt my butter. See if I can do this a little bit. So I'm just gonna make a roux here and then add my milk. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my flour. This is getting nice and thick. I'm gonna shut it off. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my cheese, my salt, and garlic powder. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and add the chicken and the broccoli and the onions to each one, and then I'll add the cheese sauce. Then I'll dump it into the casserole dish and put them in the oven. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball what I want in each one. Just because I'm doing 2 different ones, I just kind of want to make sure I kind of get everything in there. Perfect timing, the oven is ready. I made a mess, taste tested it, tastes good.
All right, so the epoxy is finally dried. So I'm gonna give it a good sand, see what it looks like, and then go from there.
So I just wanted to check on my seedlings. It's been a few days and I'm really excited. So this is the dill and I just want to show you it's starting to sprout. I haven't looked at all of them, just a couple, but so they're starting to sprout. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant these. Okay, I planted the ones I could.
So we're gonna do a black stain, we're gonna wipe it on. We're gonna wipe it off as quickly as possible. And now we wait for that to dry before we can do the next steps. This is where we're gonna end the video. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. You guys were a huge blessing to us in our homestead. We'll see you right back here in the next video. Bye.